Hey everybody, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program RP-0, the realism mod for the realism overhaul setup of mods for Kerbal Space Program. And today we are going for it. Despite two failures of this exact launch vehicle, Jeb has volunteered and bought a huge life insurance policy and is going to go for crewed orbital flight. I have a plan for a descent. I'm not sure if it'll work, but we're going to give it a try. So, first step, get him into orbit. Ignition. And ignition is good. We are go for liftoff. Explosions. Squeaking out from the pad. And we are airborne. This is the same launch that you've seen in simulations, and the same rocket you've seen go up a couple of hundred times before. So I'm probably just going to go ahead and speed this up in post, and I will see you guys when we are finishing our circularization burn. And there you have it, folks. 196 by 177 kilometers. Jeb is officially in orbit. Hallelujah. Let's go ahead and check off some of these contracts. 7,000, 5,000, altitude record 180, altitude record 160, crude speed of 3,000, crude altitude record of 140, crude altitude 120, 100, 90.00001. That's odd. Crude altitude of 80, crude speed of 2,000, crude altitude of 70, 60, 50, speed record of 1,500, crude record of 40, speed record of 1,200, altitude record of 30, speed record of 900, altitude of 25, altitude 20, speed of 600, altitude of 15, altitude of 10, and vehicle complete. Okay, so the greatest stipulation of the first crewed orbital contract is the successful reentry part of the contract, which I think we actually do have a contract for. I don't know what that is. Crude altitude, crude duration of 2 days. We might be able to do that. I'm not sure about his life support, but we should totally find out. First crewed orbital, land or splash down. We have to complete one full orbit. Land or splash down for beat the carbon line, and successful reentry has to be unmanned? Really? Oh, that seems pretty shisty. Break the sound barrier, land or splash down. So, if we can get Jeb safely home after one full orbit, we will have succeeded in our contract. So right now we are just biome hunting. Space above Earth's grasslands we do not have. Call it in, Jeb. 3.8 science. Ooh, Earth's tropics. Well, we wanted grasslands, but grasslands are everywhere. Tropics are not. Although it looks like, yep, there's some grassland. Although it says we don't have a connection. We totally do. What? Oops, I overrode it, didn't I? Yeah, we did not have a connection because we were not near a ground station. I don't have a long-range antenna on this, so we just wasted that tropics. Good for me. Because, you know, grasslands are everywhere. Now, we've got water. Whoa! That was a bit much. There's going to be a whole lot of space over Earth's water. Desert. That's a good one. Crew report. Yeah, no. Crew report. Radio it in, Jeb. God, I hope you make it home. Grasslands, desert, grassland, desert, desert, desert. Must be over Australia. There's grasslands. We have grasslands. I need tropics. Shores. Water, water, water. There's a bunch of stuff in there, but I'm so nervous about this reentry that I can't really be bothered with it. Oh, I thought I clicked the thing for mountains. We are about to complete our first orbit. I'm going to try to get the shores and then start our re-entry procedure. Nope, just straight to grasslands. Let's check on that contract. Two more minutes. That has got to have done it, right? Wait, what? Successful re-entry, carbon line, first crewed orbital. Yes, alright. Lander splashdown. That is the big one, isn't it? Alright, so let's go ahead and get us angled to prograde. Come on. Easy does it now. Where's the day-night divide? Okay, way past Madagascar. Which is good. Because we're going to use every single ounce of fuel we have. In the grand hopes of being able to bring Jeb home. This is a bold move, trying to do a powered descent. Because we have pretty much eliminated this vehicle as anything viable whatsoever. Very stable. Fire it up. There we go. Okay. Let's just go ahead and rein it in, because the angle of our descent is not going to matter a whole hell of a lot. We're going to start our powered descent probably here over Africa, and just try to bring it home from there. We will take a cheating man's quick save, because Lord knows this is going to go very, very, very badly unless the timing is right on par. Alright, 140. Jeb, I really need you to face to or to retrograde, please. I need you to do it very, very quickly. 2 ignitions remaining on these engines. Oh, I used 2 just now, didn't I? Alright. That is a lot of wiggle. And yes, even the RCS is going to be used. So, actually I have no idea where we are. Oh yeah, we're coming down in the ocean. I was nowhere near Africa. I guess I don't know. The altitude is what determines this, not anything I can do. But I've never attempted a powered descent into Earth's atmosphere before. It's not something I would choose to do. It's obviously not anything anyone would really choose to do, but we had a lot of contracts we needed to fulfill. We've already got, we're going to take a $400,000 hit on the Flyby Mars and Flyby Venus contracts that we couldn't fulfill. So really, like, failing a bunch more contracts is just kind of not in the agenda anymore. So we will do everything that we have to do to bring Jeb home safe, because it's Jeb. We can't just ditch him like this. And two, to fulfill contracts, because that's what we need to do. We need to be proving that we are a worthwhile space agency and that I am not a total failure. Because I swear I'm kind of good at this game when no one's watching. Maybe, maybe not. I just think I am, based on no evidence whatsoever. But I guess the goal here is if we can get this down to about, 3,500 meters per second maybe, on the descent end, maybe we won't burn up and die. Here's hoping. I'm going to try, certainly, to arrest as much of our speed as possible. Kerbally possible, humanly possible, which ofs. Alright, we've run out of hydrazine. I don't need to be standing on the pedal anymore. Good thing we've got a gimbal. We are shedding speed fairly quickly, but we're not even in the atmosphere is not very thick right now. So we're not going to generate a lot of heat from friction, which, thank goodness, because this crappy little X1 cockpit will explode. Alright. But thank goodness we had a rocket with like 1,500 meters per second of delta V. Unlock that hydrazine and go stand on the pedal. Alright, we've got surface indicator on our nav ball now, thanks to an automated system. This is the stage that's going to matter, because, yeah, we're going to start generating some real heat here very soon. And this AJ-10 is an upper stage. It is intended for use in a vacuum. Its ISP and its thrust suffer considerably when used within the atmosphere. So this is really the part where it's got to start shedding some speed. In a vacuum, it'll give us like 2,000 meters per second. Yeah, well, these numbers aren't too different right now, but we're basically going to get about 1,900 more meters per second out of this. Uh-oh. That was our previous stage burning up and exploding. Eek. Uh-oh. Heat warnings. Oh no. Jeb! No! Well. Fuck. Jebediah Kerman was killed. I guess we knew this was coming, but man, I did not expect it to come on so suddenly. Oh, this is terrible. Moment of silence for Jebediah Kerman. I really thought this was going to work. It is not. Our crude program is kind of dead in the water right now. So we don't have any other viable options, but I guess we will tend to that in our next episode, so... Man. We killed Jeb. Well, thanks for hanging out, everybody. I will be back, I promise. Until next time. I'll see you later.